Hi everyone. We're getting close to, only about 2 months away. We will be going to Corona Renaissance Festival in Corona, and it's known as Cronenberg. And so, since we're only 2 months away, now's a good time for us to look over all of our gear and equipment to make sure that everything's going to get up to snuff. And if we need to make any repairs or mend anything, now's the time to do it. So I have two bandoliers here. I'm going to set one aside. This is my newer one. This is the older one. And right off the bat, as I was examining these before we started recording, I noticed that the string on this one looks to be frayed. It's going to need to be replaced. So we'll go ahead and address that in a moment. But the first thing that I like to do is I like to treat the leather. And I use mink oil. It doesn't matter where you get the mink oil from, but I like to use mink oil. A lot of leather guys always recommend mink oil. I'm not a leather expert, but I listen to those who are experts. And so, just moisten this with some mink oil. And, there's nothing magical or special about this. You pretty much just moisten it. And then you go and you treat the leather. Now these other guys have told me don't have this, totally soak in so that it's absolutely drenched. You just really want to wipe it on and let it soak in on its own. It doesn't have to be totally drenched because you're going to be doing this at least once a year, maybe twice a year. Ideally, you'd want to do this every couple of weeks of use. So now that we've done that, let's see about addressing the string. As I said, it's kind of frayed. How much you want to bet it'll just... Gee, how did I know that, right? Now I've already went ahead and cut myself off a piece of cord. Actually, I'll show you what I've used. I cut myself off a piece of this, it's a cotton cord. If you take a nice close look at this, I got this from Michael's, and it's a braided cotton cord. Works really well. It's really strong, does what I need it to do. So now this is treated with a solution of 1 part pine tar and 1 part turpentine. I'll show you. So it really is just 1 part turpentine and 1 part pine tar. Now the only place I've been able to find pine tar is at an equestrian outlet or store, because this stuff is normally used for treating hooves. But it works. It's old school and it does what it's supposed to, and it totally works. Now the purpose of treating the string with pine tar, or the solution of turpentine and pine tar, is for weather resistance, make it sort of water resistant, maybe even a little waterproof, but definitely treating it will prevent it from being susceptible to moisture. And besides, that's what they did back in the day. They would just treat it. And so, and seeing how the Spanish musketeers spent a lot of time on ships or in the Netherlands or other countries that tend to be damp and humid and just all around inhospitable. That's where it helps. Mind you, this is not rocket science. You're not looking to make this absolutely dead on perfect. But as long as it's about as, you know, so far as it's about as close as the guy next to it, you're doing pretty good. That'll work. And then later on I'll trim off the excess, but for right now, here we go. We are great. Alright. Now the next thing we do is I treat the wood parts with also a 1-to-1 mixture of turpentine and linseed oil. Now again, the purpose of this is to just pretty much coat the wood parts with the turpentine linseed oil solution that I already pre-mixed. And you go through and you just dip these in there and then let them dry. Ultimately, you want to do this dip 3 times. So do it today, let it dry, do it tomorrow, let it dry, do it the next day, and then you're good till next year. And there isn't much to this. It literally is just take it, dip it in here, pull it out, and go on to the next one. Like I said, we're not talking rocket science, although this is a little messy. Let me grab a towel. Here we go. Alrighty, we're all done. Now, I'm going to go and take these. I'm going to hang this bandolier up on a rack I've already pre-prepared off camera. Alright, 1 down, 1 to go. This one should be a little bit easier, mainly because it hasn't been used. It doesn't get anywhere near as much use as my other one. So now once again, you know, we're going to start at one end, and seeing how this bandolier has wood tops, whereas the other one, as you may have noticed, has pewter tops. That means that the entire charge will need to be submerged into the oil, or rather, I should say the oil turpentine mixture. Alright, they're all done. All you need to do is put this on the rack and then let it dry. And once again, we're going to be doing this 2 more times, and then we'll be ready for the season. Hope to see everybody there.